When a player records 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, people go crazy. It's a celebration of an incredible single game accomplishment, yet people always take it for more than it is. So today, we're going to dive beneath this made-up media narrative and show to ourselves why triple-double is the most overrated stat in all of basketball. What's up guys, welcome to MDJ, my name is Mark, and before we get going, I know that the words triple-double and Westbrook are basically synonym nowadays, but I want to make a clear distinction that when I say triple-doubles are overrated, that is not the same thing as me saying Westbrook is overrated. Although I will talk about Westbrook towards the end of the video because, well, if you're going to talk about triple-doubles, you kind of have to talk about Westbrook. Okay, by definition, a player records a triple-double when they record 10 or more points, rebounds, assists, steals, or blocks. Because steals and blocks are much harder to get, this usually implies a player getting at least 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. You're an NBA fan, you know what happens when a player gets a triple-double. It's the NBA.com headline. X player gets triple-double for the third time in his career. Y player gets his second triple-double of the season. And they deserve that recognition for having a well-rounded game because it's damn hard to get double digits in 3 categories. But it's also damn hard to score 35 points in a game or record 12 assists with no turnovers, but those never get nearly the attention that a triple-double gets. Why is that? Well, first, I'm going to introduce a topic that was discussed in the book Scorecasting by Tobias Moskowitz and John Wertheim. It's one of the best sports analytics book I've ever read, and I highly recommend it to anyone who is interested in this kind of stuff. In the book, they talk about how sports media and us fans in general are obsessed with whole numbers. They bring up the example of how in baseball, a batting average of .300 is seen as significantly better than a batting average of .299. The same concept applies here to basketball. Recording 10 assists in a game is seen as disproportionately better than recording 9 assists in a game. And there's a significant difference between how we perceive someone who averages 10 rebounds versus someone who averages 9.9 rebounds. And so when a player grabs his 10th rebound, it's important for us to realize that that 10th rebound is not relatively more valuable than the 9th rebound he got, or the 8th, or the 7th, or even the 1st. A rebound is a rebound, an assist is an assist. The value of that assist does not depend on how many you already have. Just like when Dirk scored the 30,000 point, he didn't get any bonus point from scoring that. It wasn't tangibly more valuable than the other 29,000 points he's ever scored. It was just yet another field goal that happened to be the 30,000 point, which is a historic milestone and tribute to his legendary career. But within the context of a game or a season, it means nothing. Okay, so why is it that we're obsessed with the number 10 or just whole numbers in general? Well, it's because of our number system. At some point in time, us humans decided that we are just going to universally use the Arabic numeral system, which contains 10 digits, which means that when we count to 10, the 10th number will be the first number in the numeral system to have 2 digits, and that makes the number 10 special. And so the perceived difference between 10 and 9 is larger than the perceived difference between 9 and 8. This doesn't just apply to basketball, it applies to life. Why do you think grocery stores price their items at $19.99 and $39.99? It's because we're more likely to buy something at $19.99 rather than $20 because we perceive $20 to be that much more than $19.99. Even though they're pretty much like the same price. But again, like we talked about, the number 10 doesn't mean anything on the basketball court, or at least it doesn't mean more than 9 or 8 or even 11. Yet that's the way it is because nobody cares that one player recorded 11 assists and 11 rebounds versus a player that recorded 10 assists and 10 rebounds. Yet everyone gives a crap that one player recorded 10 assists and 10 rebounds versus a player that recorded 9 assists and 9 rebounds. The whole point of using statistics in sports is for us to objectively and quantifiably judge a player's value. Yet for some reason, sports media has made up this term called triple-double and has called it a stat. Okay, if triple-double is a stat, why not make 6 points, 12 rebounds, 14 assists a stat? Let's call it the MDJ stat. Did you know that Rondo has broken the single season MDJ stat for already 3 times in his career? And when I say that the media made up this stat, I mean it. Because triple-doubles weren't really that much talked about as recent as 10 to 20 years ago. Back in the 80s, the NBA had one of the all-time triple-double machines in Magic Johnson, who already came really close to averaging a triple-double. And I would argue that if triple-doubles were viewed as such an elite stat back then as they are viewed now, you best believe Magic Johnson could have gotten a couple more rebounds and a couple more assists just to match that 10-10 mark. You see what I'm getting at here? Again, there's no doubting that it does matter when a player gets 10 rebounds and 10 assists because those are 10 rebounds and 10 assists. That's valuable. But it's just ridiculous to hold the number 10 at such an echelon against 9 when the difference between 11 and 10 and 9 and 8 are so small? Okay, so at this point, I've probably given a lot of fuel to Westbrook haters and people who say Westbrook shouldn't have won MVP, so I'll address both of those. One, I don't hate Westbrook. I'm just cruelly objective when it comes to judging players. And the objective truth was that with the way Westbrook was playing, with the fact that his usage rate was higher than even Kobe and MJ, the Thunder were never going to win anything substantial with the way their superstar was playing. That's just facts. But what's also facts is that when Westbrook was on the floor, the Thunder were +4 in net rating. When he was off the floor, they were -8.5. So no question, Westbrook was immensely valuable to the team because without him, OKC would be worse than the Suns. And secondly, about him winning MVP, look, my personal opinion is that I thought Harden deserved MVP just a little bit more than Westbrook. And the main reason being that I think triple-doubles are overrated and that the media narrative was too emotional and nobody pointed out the fact that a triple-double has more intangible value than tangible value. That the difference between 31, 10, and 10 versus 29, 11, and 8 does not make up for the difference between being the 3rd seed and the 6th seed, even though, like we just talked about, 10 and 10 sounds disproportionately more sexy and valuable than 11 and 8. But again, that's because I personally have very little interest in these emotional narratives, especially when you discover the psychological reasons behind our perception of triple-doubles. But with all that being said, I absolutely have no problem with anyone who says Westbrook deserved MVP or anyone who thinks Kawhi should have won, because you can make a very good objective case for either one over the other two. Even when you take away the triple-double narrative, Westbrook still averaged 10 assists and 10 rebounds. I mean, those are incredible numbers. And again, like I keep saying over and over again in the video, it's not that 10 rebounds and 10 assists are not valuable. They are just not that much more valuable than 9 rebounds and 9 assists. You know, one of my friends always calls me a triple-double hater. It's kind of accurate, but triple-doubles are overrated, and you know they are. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Again, congratulations to Russ on the MVP. Like I said, I would have been fine with any of the 3 people winning it. If this is your first time here on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you want notifications when I drop a new video. Other than that, thank you for watching. My name is Mark, aka MDJ. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.